Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. He's played him through, and the shot! Oh, surely that does...
He manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the pass and go through on the goalkeeper then.
Pulgar. Gets his pass away. De Arrascaeta. Bruno Henrique. Flamengo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he's taking no chances there. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Still goalless. Pass is just off target. That pass has been well intercepted. Bruno Henrique. Now it's Luis Araujo. Can he put it away? Goal! Flamengo! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Flamengo have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bruno Henrique. Now it's Everton. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bruno Henrique! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
De Arrascaeta. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Gets into some space. He's found a way through. He's got tall. They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Pulgar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's half-time here. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So it's back to business.
Flamengo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be...
And a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And that is a little undercooked. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's been taken short. Oh, well played, well played. Luis Araujo given the lift of his goal. He can run onto that, and he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. He won't be happy with that one. That's good running with the ball.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing...
Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Luis Araujo. De Arrascaeta. There's no flag. Big header! Goal! Flamengo! And again they hit the front. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well. Luis Araujo really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, what a... There's the shot! And one more try! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow.
And the referee brings it to a close. Flamengo are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their Welcome wherever you are to a match of vast importance between the two teams from Porto Alegre, Grêmio and Internacional. It's fair to say that this is one of the fiercest derbies in Brazilian football, with a reputation for getting very, very physical. It matters like nothing else to the supporters of both clubs, and the crowd inside this stadium are ready for it. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
So it's away we go then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Braithwaite. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Fernando. They want to be quick to recover this. Opts to play it back. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Decent hit! Goal! Grêmio! First blood drawn. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And no, he's seen through all of that. It's anyone's ball now, and again! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Grêmio are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. He's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then. Now it's Braithwaite. Braithwaite. Oh, look at this. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Braithwaite. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice ball, and there's the shot! He's got a goal! 2 to the good, they have breathing space.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Gremio go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pavon. It's a throw-in. The less said about that pass, the better. Gremio with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. And that has left him in a heap. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Good read, needed to... And that's really well manoeuvred. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Up he goes! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gremio have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Gremio needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Turns and goes back. Ah, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply... Well, it is one of the most anticipated, most fiercely contested fixtures in Brazilian football history. A game known as the Grenal, and it doesn't take too much guessing who's involved. More than 100 years in the making. Its reputation for ferocity is well earned. Games between these two have a very different feeling. It's based in the port city of Porto Alegre. It is Grêmio against Internacional. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Boré. And he lines up a cross. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great run on the overlap here. And that's been intercepted. Oh, he's got a... and a shot! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Internacional penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
It's a goal kick. Great chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Braithwaite just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pavon. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pavon! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
They've played it short. There's the shot! Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No, that's been intercepted. Braithwaite. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's got the shot away! And one more try! Oh, it's gone in! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the counter is on. Pass somewhat off target. Internacional, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Braithwaite. Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Braithwaite deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And they're quick to get it back. Hoisted in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Fernando. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Into extra time we go. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Grêmio can make their change now with a break in play. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that's well spotted. Pavon.
Might want to be careful there.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's gone for the shots. Decent hit from there. Fernando.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And that's really well manoeuvred. That's it for the first period of extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And the action has already restarted. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers. Internacional are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Shifted upfield. That's a shade optimistic.
Grêmio certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies...
And that is that. Internacional can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. The action has already started. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get onto this? Great hit!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That's good running with the ball. Gets his pass away. And he's there to belt it away. Sao Paulo are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cedric Suarez. Can he finish? And the pass is intercepted. He might be in here! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
He's had a crack. Oh, off the bar. And he's following up. There it is. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Marcado pelo jogador aos 27 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 41.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, that's neat. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Sao Paulo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now that, and a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
He came in hard, very hard. And he's been shifted off it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Sao Paulo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he cuts out the supply. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pinches it off him. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's in plenty of space here. And he was alert to it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, great ball! Sao Paulo are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
We are into stoppage time. Just eases him off. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Sao Paulo really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to see any other outcome. Ruthless opponents who were intent on exploiting their very obvious advantage.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans